Hey, Extra Guards X here with a response video for all the naysayers that talked trash about my 1v1 match settings and rules. And for anybody interested in knowing why I chose the rules I did to get the most balanced rules I could. So, what makes the most balanced 1v1 ladder of all time? Let's see. A fact that goes between all games, board and video, requiring both players to show a greater amount of skill with the weapons and settings rules that require the most skill to master creates the most balanced and accurately measured competitive arena for gaming. Online gaming, where latency affects gameplay and only a few bullets are needed for a kill, measures who camps and rushes the hardest and simply sees the other person first, not skill in close quarters tactics. Kills need to be earned with more skill and not from camping or rushing tactics. How many bullets per kill with my settings, which are no stopping power, double health, and slow health regen? Well, let's find out. At the torso, it takes 5 bullets with the AK, 2 bursts with the M16, so that's 5 to 6 bullets. And there you go, 7 bullets with the M4. So with extra health and less damage being dealt with each bullet, it takes 5, 2, and 7. Now, how many bullets does it take per kill with normal settings, with stopping power, normal max health, and normal health regen? It takes only 2 bullets with the AK, which is the same number for the FAL. And that's a semi-automatic weapon. Only takes 1 burst with the M16, and only takes 3 with the M4. So less health, more damage. Becomes more like the hardcore mode versus my settings. So normal settings versus my settings is 2 to 5 bullets, 1 to 2 bursts, and 3 to 7. You can already see that it takes less than half the number of bullets in normal versus my mode. Needing more bullets to earn a kill shows a more accurate measurement of skill with consistent accuracy and use of cover. This also helps deter people from using head glitches and camping hard, which takes less skill, seeing as it's harder to earn kills at a distance. Just like with Call of Duty Black Ops kill streak system, it takes 11 legit kills to earn the highest kill streak, versus getting less than half of that just to get a Predator, to get a Harrier, to get a Chopper Gunner. The same applies here. It takes more than twice the amount of skill and weapon accuracy to earn your kills. The more skill a game requires both players to have to master it, while giving them the same tools that require the most skill compared to what doesn't, like spamming stuns or only requiring 2 bullets versus 5, the more balanced it is for competitive play. This is done by using the rules, settings, classes, restrictions that measure the core major skills of the game. Also, due to latency in online gaming, requiring more bullets for kills helps alleviate lag advantage. Lag advantage is when one player forces the other into view and the other player hasn't seen them yet because of latency. This creates a situation where one player is looking at the other, who still doesn't have the first player on their screen, causing the second player to be found defenseless and unable to shoot someone who is on their screen yet. Depending on both players' connections to the host, which you could do by adding the number of bars together that they have, between 2 and 8, which would have 2 being the worst, the advantage gets stronger, creating an even larger amount of time where one player is found defenseless. This is why bullets you shoot go missing from the kill cam. They are ignored by the host because you were dead before you even knew it. The number of bullets required to kill someone should require an amount of time to be fired that is longer than this lag advantage. Even in a 1v1 with a 3-bar versus the host, 1 or 2 bullets can be fired before the second player gets the chance to see the first player and fire back. Double health and no stopping power help take lag out of the equation as much as possible. Maps are too large for 1v1s. This needs anti-rushing countermeasures. By having perks disabled, we do not allow Ninja Pro. If someone were to rush, they would make noise and alert the other player. If they want to flank, they need to be cautious and choose their movements carefully. By not allowing SMGs, we also regulate the speed at which someone can move. Both of these promote more skill in 2 to 3 bullets, compared to 5 to 7, from a head glitch or prone camping position or rushing around an opponent that can't hear you and shooting them in the back. A lack of Ninja Pro also allows players that do not own a surround sound system or headset to also sound horde the other player, just as they would be sound horde right back. 3D sound is just as much part of the game as the visuals are, and they should be used as such. Rushing takes the risk of allowing your opponent to sound whore you. It's a balanced trade-off. With so much health and needing to be closer for a kill most of the time, spray and pray tactics may be overused. This needs spray and pray countermeasures. By having perks disabled and restricting weapon attachments, we do not have sleight of hand or extended mags. When not using either one while having to do a large amount of damage to earn a kill, ammo consumption and reload timing become a very important skill to master, along with consistent accuracy and use of cover. With both of these allowed, people wouldn't have to worry so much about running out of ammo or the amount of time they would be vulnerable while reloading. Less skill would be required. Giving the option to use items that require less skill than others gives both players an unbalanced match that measures their skill in using things that do not require much skill, and in turn has the match measure skill less accurately. M4 versus M4 is much more impressive than NoobTube versus NoobTube. In a 1v1, only one kill determines the outcome of a whole round in comparison to a team game type. We need to keep kills from being earned too cheaply. By not allowing sniping, we keep a single player from hardscoping across a map in a position that cannot be seen by the other player. By not allowing stun flash grenades, we do not allow a kill to be earned by spamming nades in order to detect and or immobilize an opponent completely defenseless. And again, kills require much more consistent accuracy and better usage of cover due to double health and no stopping power. Now, on to why this 1v1 is better than your normal game battles 1v1. Wins are measured by your skills with the core fundamentals of the game. Consistent weapon accuracy, close quarters combat tactics, and great use of limited extras, secondaries, smoke, grenades, and knives. Wins are not measured by your skills with using head glitches, how well you can spam stun grenades to earn cheap kills, how well you can rush and flank the other side of a map while being 100% silent, how well you can use overpowered weapons and perks, and how well you can camp. I'm pretty sure one sounds a lot more balanced than the other. So now for an overall conclusion of this whole dealio. Chess is a balanced game because both sides have the same pieces and are limited to the power pieces being restricted to what they can do. The way game battles 1v1s are currently set up is allowing players to choose what pieces they get to use. A game where there are restrictions on overpowered pieces, rather than a game where you can have as many overpowered pieces as you like, is much more balanced and measures skill a lot more accurately. This is how balance is determined in any game. Different rules and settings equal playing the game differently. You cannot simply say that it takes less skill by comparing gameplay you're used to seeing as essentially it's not the same game. Unless you could prove how these changes did not improve balance greatly and have matches measure weapon and tactic skill much more accurately, you do not have a valid argument to say that this doesn't take as much skill or that it's not more balanced than traditional game battles 1v1s. That is the bottom line. So I hope this was informative, and thanks for watching. It's not that, it's sort of boring actually, so if you watch it all the way through, good on you. Rate, comment, subscribe, and have a nice day, everybody.